What's up, Yankee fans? This is your guy Hector, host of the Yankees Morning Brew, and I'm coming at you again with some more Yankee news. But before we get into that, if you guys don't mind, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. It helps us out tremendously when it comes to growing the channel, and it also helps us when it comes to bringing in more Yankee fans to join the conversation. But now, let's get into the news. With the New York Yankees finishing the 2023 season 82-80, many Yankee fans were screaming for Hal Steinbrenner and the front office to make a change when it comes to the manager Aaron Boone. Mike Lupica from the New York Daily News, he wrote an article taking a deep dive on why Aaron Boone will be in the line of fire if the Yankees don't deliver in October. And this is what he had to say. Boone was exactly the kind of manager he was looking for to implement his Cashman vision for the New York Yankees. Even if Joe Girardi took the team to Game 7 of the American League Championship Series the year before, which is as close as the Yankees have been to the World Series since 2009. Now, Boone is on the line for this upcoming season just as much as Cashman is, unless you still think that Cashman has a job for life with Hal Steinbrenner. Boone, more than anyone else, is on the line and in the line of fire if the Yankees aren't once again a serious team come the postseason. Here is what you must understand about Boone. Once a Yankee hero of the fall and one of the good guys, his job so often has been to be the fall guy around here. Just not the kind of fall guy literally Yankee fans want him to be. He is the guy who has to stand there and take it day after day and game after game and season after season, even though he has never deviated from being exactly what Cashman wanted after Joe Girardi. Aaron is the guy who has been asked to bridge from the world of analytics to the world of someone who believes that this game still has a beating heart. And that's what Buck Showalter had to say. He is someone who, because he grew up in the game and because he played the game and he respects how hard it is, and even from the outside, you can tell that his players respect him. And I want to take a pause right there, especially that last part, the part that Boone is there day after day, game after game, season after season, and he has to take it. And, it's true. He is there day after day, and he is there game after game, and he has to answer those questions that Brian Cashman doesn't have to answer on a daily basis, or Hal Steinbrenner have to answer on a daily basis. But when it comes to Boone, us Yankee fans, right, we were told that Aaron Boone is the best choice for the job because he can connect at a ground level, a surface level, that some of these older managers, they just can't. Even though there's only a 9-year age gap between Joe Girardi and Aaron Boone, we were told that Boone can connect to the players better than Joe Girardi can, right? But when you look at it, after Joe Girardi, after Aaron Boone has taken over for this team, when it comes to being the manager, he hasn't gotten us back to where Joe Girardi has taken us when it comes to Game 7 of the ALCS and when it comes to the World Series. So like I've said, yes, he does get the respect from his players. We've seen it this year. After going 82-80 at the end of the season, Aaron Judge came out and he had a break conversation with the media and with the fans addressing certain issues. And when it comes to Boone, he named Boone by name, defending him. When it comes to Cashman, he ain't mentioned Cashman not once. All he said is that the front office has to do a better job. So now we have to see. Going into this season, this offseason, Cashman did a good job. When it comes to the team that Aaron Boone has on the field, if this pitching staff is healthy, this would be the best pitching staff that Aaron Boone had to manage as the manager of the New York Yankees. He doesn't have to worry about James Paxton. He doesn't have to worry about any of those guys, J.A. Happ. He doesn't have to worry about that, okay? He has this starting rotation. He has Garrett Cole. He has Carlos Rodon. If this staff is healthy and can pitch up to their potential, this would be the best starting rotation Aaron Boone had to manage. And when it comes to this lineup, this is the first time that Boone actually has another guy to go to war with next to Aaron Judge. It was always just Judge and everybody else. If you could hit a home run, cool. That was nice and sweet. But now you got Juan Soto. There's no excuses, none whatsoever. Injuries aside, even if there's injuries, this team should definitely be in the postseason. This team, jumping out the window here, but with the talent we have on paper, we should get farther to where Joe Girardi got us the last time he was managing this team, and that was Game 7 of the ALCS. And that right there should be the goal for Aaron Boone. Back to the article, Lupica goes on to say, Boone is about to enter his 7th season as Yankee manager. He is the first Yankee manager in history to win 100 or more games in his first 2 seasons. His lifetime record for the regular season is 509 wins to 361 losses. And he has done that kind of work at Yankee Stadium and in New York City, where the lights really are the brightest. And he's done it without ever entering the month of October as the team to beat or as the favorites. Cashman's Yankees have now gone 14 seasons without winning a World Series or even appearing in a World Series. Boone has essentially been here for half of that. Maybe Cashman really might somehow survive the Yankees not being a legitimate contender by October of 2024. Maybe Steinbrenner is another owner who doesn't know much about baseball, but does have an ability to process the kind of numbers he gets from his famous analytic department. And we will continue to ride with those numbers the way Cashman does. Perhaps Steinbrenner is still swept away by all those winning seasons in a row, as if that now essentially is a part of the Yankees' DNA. Now, when it comes to Aaron Boone, I got one more thing to say. I've had the pleasure to meet Aaron Boone in person. I've had the pleasure to interview Aaron Boone as well. Shout out to my guy Frank Luna for setting that up. But as a New Yorker and a New York sports fan, I know it's very unfair what I'm about to say. And I know you New York sport fans can relate to this. But in New York City, we live in a what have you done for me lately kind of sports environment. And it's very unfair to use that lens to measure your head coach, measure your GM, or measure a player that is a part of your team. But before all that's set aside, Aaron Boone has been here for 7 years. We've missed the postseason once. That was last year, going 82-80. Aaron Boone, and I believe this, in 2019, he should have won Manager of the Year instead of Rocco Baldelli because of all the injuries Aaron Boone had to deal with. And I've said this on many shows. The front office told us that Boone is the best candidate for the job because he could relate to the young players. He could get the best out of Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez is not on the Yankees anymore. So we know in 2024, as of the recording of this video, we know the only reason that Aaron Boone may have that job, baseball career aside, baseball knowledge aside, we know that Aaron Boone is the manager that Brian Cashman wants to implement his analytics with the regular game. But Yankee fans, let me know in the comment section down below. Is it over for Aaron Boone? Should he have been gone after last year? Or is it the last show? But Yankee fans, let me know in the comment section down below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And again, reporting for Morning Brew Sports, I'm your guy Hector. And until next time, deuces.